Hello, happy snowy day. I'm just gonna share this video over to my page. All right, just want to see if anybody jumps on. Ooh, somebody is here. Hello, Laura. Say hello when you join. I need something. Just a minute. This is such a great wooden flipper I bought at farmer's market. Love it. Looks so small, eh? It's a little short thing, but I love wood things. Now, what I'm making today for my brunch is yam and kale. They're actually collard greens, so yam and greens and eggs, mixing it together, making like pancakes, which are great. Now, I never really liked pancakes because they were like so doughy, and I really don't like doughy things. But so I don't know how I came up with these. I used just the raw yam. So raw yam, I shred it. Here's the shredded pieces right here. And in this bowl, I have 3 eggs. This is, my boyfriend's gonna have some. 3 or 4 eggs, you know, it depends on how many you want or how big your eggs are. Ours are farm fresh eggs, so they're different sizes. So I have 3 eggs in here. And I'm going to add in some of this shredded yam, as well as some chopped collards or greens. Mix it all up really well, make it into pancakes. Now, the measurements, I think I have something on dianamarchand.com on my blog, Yam Cakes. I believe I have the recipe there when I measured one time, but I just kind of like to throw it in. Because you can always add it. If it's too many greens, too many yams, it's not going to hold together because you need the egg too. So you can always add another egg if you think, oh my God, I added too many greens and too many yams, right? And it just takes eyeballing it. I'm probably adding with those 3 eggs, maybe almost a cup of yams. And then I have collards still from our garden. So I'm just going to roughly chop. You want to chop up the greens quite small. Now let's do this. I just bunch them all together and then I cut them into thin strips. Watch your fingers. And then I just continue cutting them up into smaller pieces. Now, these greens are really hardy, same with kale, right? So it's actually best if you mix the greens and the yams with the egg in the bowl and let it sit for just a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes, that they soften then. But this way I'm not really letting them soften. So this is probably about a cup of greens too. I start by adding some in my bowl. Whoops. You'll see it right here. So I have it quite loaded down. And what you could do is, if you're not sure, when you make one little pancake, if it doesn't stick well, if you can see there's not enough egg, then just add in another egg to make the other ones, right? So just try making one at a time at first until you get the consistency right. So I'm just going to add in. I've made it so many times. I love these. And I add a little bit of cinnamon, salt, and then on them I actually, after they're cooked, I put a little bit of coconut oil and some maple syrup, because I just love maple syrup, and that's one thing reason why I think I miss pancakes is the maple syrup. So they're really good. It's amazing. There's my salt. This also helps to soften the greens. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of cinnamon, which yam and cinnamon goes really good together. So does maple syrup and cinnamon, right? So here's a fast, easy way to get some extra greens. Now this can be made so fast. That's one thing I love about these. They're so fast. I've even made them in the morning before work. So there we go. There's my mixture. I'm going to bring you up. Oh my God. Hold it. Okay, hello. All right. Put this back. And then this is my mixture. I'm just going to scoop. I like making littler ones. Now they will seem awfully small, but you know what? They actually really swell up and puff up as they cook, believe it or not. Because there's no baking soda. I love these because they're like pancakes, but there's no flours in them, right? So if you're making brunch for family at Christmas or whatever, and everybody's having waffles or pancakes and things like that, you're like, oh, I don't really want to have that. These are perfect because you can sit down. Sorry, I'm gonna describe. You can sit down with the family. You can have like a pancake type of thing, but they're not pancakes. They are actually just made from greens. You can also add chopped tomatoes in here, really good. Now, if you don't want to, like I like maple syrup on them. But if you want more of a savory one, you could add chopped green onions. You could add chopped tomatoes are excellent to this, along with the yams and the collards or the kale, whatever you want to use. And then, you know, have them as like a lunch snack. I've even had these cold. I've actually brought them to work cold. Yep. I still like them cold. But like I said, I like to add a little bit of coconut oil on top once they're finished and then something else. That's just me though. And this pan, they might stick. I chose to use this pan, and this pan is dying out for me. But anyways, I'm going to show you just like what they look like in there as they're cooking. See? Not so pretty, but not bad. I made them kind of fast. You can actually pay attention to it a little more, right? When you make them, and you'll see what they look like when they're done. Yeah. I think I'm going to need to make some more. My boyfriend's hungry too. But it's so fast and easy. Shred, chop, throw it all in there. Mix. Done. Put it in the pan. This is such a super easy thing to do. Now, what I also wanted to talk about was staying on track, like being really confused what to eat and stuff. And I know lots of women are, especially when what used to work doesn't work anymore now. Because we're so used to eating a certain way, and then when it comes time when you gained the weight or whatever, and you're going through some things, and you're like, oh my God, like I just don't get it. I don't know what to eat. There's so much confusing information out there. What's good, what's bad. We overthink things sometimes, and it's so much more about tuning into you and learning to trust you. Because I just got an email from one of my clients last night. Let's go. And I always teach them to tune in and find what works for them, but lives in New York, and she's great. I mean, she works out, she does this, she eats really healthy, but she's also started including, once again, bagels into her day, believe it or not. She loves bagels. She's Italian, I think. So she started eating bagels again, and she's actually done fine. She hasn't gained weight. She's actually lost weight. So it's pretty funny, isn't it? It's funny, but she eats super clean, you guys, otherwise, and she exercises. So it's funny how what works for one person doesn't work for another person. And that's what is the trick, right? Like we can see something advertised. This diet works. This is perfect. This is for everybody. And the midlife diet, like keto is really big and everything. And so someone blindly is like, okay, that's going to work for me. That's going to work. Then you try it and it doesn't work for you at all. Or what if, like for me, if I tried to go like paleo or keto, my whole system would frickin' shut down because I can't digest meat very well. And it doesn't really agree with me. And if I go by my blood type, I am supposed to be more of a vegetarian. I still have eggs and fish because that works for me. But when I was in perimenopause, I did eat super clean. And it's also about what are you willing to do? Now that it's getting colder, we're going to have snow here today, people are like, oh, I want something warm, I want something heavy, I want something this and that. And I'm like, well, and then the second thing they say is, but I want to lose weight. And I'm like, well, yeah, but it's cold. I don't want to always have salads. I don't want to have this. Well, you can mix it up a bit, but it's not all or nothing. It's not all, and it's like, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to commit to? And also, it's not about never having like some chili or never having something warm or never having some lentils or some beans. It's just about not making that what you have every day and not feeling that you're missing out on all life because you're trying to eat clean, right? Because if you feel that you're truly missing out on life or depriving yourself or not able to have fun or not able to enjoy good foods, you are going to avoid dieting. I'd hate to call it dieting. You're going to avoid that whole cleaning up your eating because you're going to avoid doing something you really don't want to do. So it has to be something you want to do, but it's also another thing is, I'll let you guys see what these are. Hello, hey Jeanette, I'm making my yam cakes. These are the kale yam eggs. There they are right there. I whipped them together. You have the recipe already. They're called yam cakes. There they are in the bowl. Super fast, super easy. And Jeanette, I was just talking about I was just about to talk about how great it is for women to be part of a supportive community. Jeanette is in my monthly membership program group that's going on now. And you know what? It's so good seeing women help and support each other. And sometimes we don't always feel motivated. We don't always feel like doing the right thing. We don't. Oh my God, today I was at a coffee shop. I swear I wanted a muffin so freaking bad. Everybody around me was having muffins. And because of the snow and the cold, people were eating more heavy stuff, you know, the bagels and stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And they have gluten-free stuff. So I totally wanted one. But you know what? I stuck to it. I brought to the coffee shop my blueberries and chia gel with some coconut in it and some flaked coconut and a little bit of cinnamon. That's what I brought to the coffee shop. So I ate that. Now, did it satisfy me like a muffin would have? No, but it was more like, what am I committed to? What am I committed to doing most of the time? What am I committed to? Do I need this muffin today? I could have chosen to have the muffin today, but I said, you know what? If I eat the muffin, I'm going to regret it later. I'm going to feel heavy. I'm going to fall. Then when I get home, I'm not going to want to eat anything healthy because I'm so full and my belly feels blah, right? So I said no, because I knew I wanted to come home. I have all this great food in my fridge. I'm going to have a salad with this. And I knew what I wanted to have, right? And I'm like, no, when I get home, then I will eat something better. I will feel better. And throughout the day, I won't feel so stuffed, lethargic, and blah, right? And I'll be happy about myself. And I know what I desire. I know what my goals are. I know how I want to choose to live, how I choose to feel. So I'll just show you these. Whoever dropped on, those are my yam and kale cakes. They fluff up, eh? I'll show you one. So if you were on since the beginning of the video, you saw how they looked, and then there we go. Now, they're not a perfect circle like pancakes. That's because of my pan, but see you go. Then I put coconut oil and maple syrup on top. It's so good. So good. I love these. He's in Kathleen. Sorry, my eyes. I can't see. I put eyebrow pencil on for the first time ever. What do you guys think of my eyebrows? I never wear eyebrow pencil. But, you know, I was starting to look a little... Ooh. So, my yam cakes... I'm going to be making some more because my boyfriend wants some too, I'm sure. So, but yeah, anyways, what I was talking about is that new membership program it is so fantastic seeing women support each other. I can't highly recommend it enough. And plus, getting everything you need. We're talking the mind, body, spirit aspect of this. I'm going to do some exercises for them today. At one place... and being part of a supportive community. And really learning all of the aspects of how to eat that's right for you, discovering what that is, getting the recipes, working on the inner you so that you dump the beliefs, so you're able to change your habits naturally, because when you dump all the stuff that's going on in your head, and you're actually able to move forward with more of a positive attitude, more understanding your why, all of that thing, plus being part of a supportive group where the women are going through the same thing you are, right? And helping each other out. I mean, we're not alone, but we can feel alone if our family and friends don't support us, right? So that is at dianamarchand.com/healthy-happy. You can get in anytime to this. And it's always there for you, right? So you can get it at any time. But right now, the price is only $47 a month, which is going to go up in the new year. Because I give everything to this. This is my heart and soul in this group. Because it is truly something I want to do, is encourage women as a group, supporting each other, but also being supported in a really big way, right? All right, now I just got my last one in here. And then there it is. See how it kind of spreads out? But that's okay. All right, I hope this helped you. Give these a try. They are fantastic. Hope you like them. And take care. Stay warm. Stay cuddled up. We're sure getting some snow here. And make sure you're part of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives. That is the free Facebook community, all right? And if you wish to learn more about how I can help you with the mind, body, spirit aspect, going through menopause and perimenopause and beyond, so that you really learn what works for you now during this phase of life, right? Then reach out to me at Diana Marchand. All right, bye-bye. Oh, what's that say? I can't see. I'm just going to read the comment here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'll shut it off in a minute. Let me see what it says. It says, "You are hilarious." Thank you.